welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabby, your cozy bestie for all things hobbies, interests, and life in your 20s. And tonight we're gonna have a cozy Halloween sleepover, or just a cozy Halloween night in. This year for Halloween, I wanted to do something that's comforting and cozy, but not necessarily spooky, because I am a certified scaredy cat. I don't do anything scary or spooky. I am 100% the type that hides under the covers whenever there's like a scary movie trailer playing. I don't do anything spooky. So in this not so spooky Halloween vlog, we're gonna make our space a little bit more cozy. We're gonna do some fun hobbies. We're gonna make some fun treats, and at the end of the night we're gonna set up to watch a scary movie. This movie is gonna be scary to me, but we'll be watching Coraline for the very first time in my entire life. How have I made it through my life without watching Coraline? But to me it seems creepy and scary, so I never went near it. That's just not something I necessarily do. I know it's considered a children's movie, but so tonight is gonna feel like a calm Halloween night in with your bestie. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's have a not so spooky Halloween night in together. Okay, I figured we'd start this evening with a nice little cozy coloring session. Absolutely one of my favorite ways to wind down, or just when I want to do something that's not on my phone. Give me something else to kind of concentrate on that really doesn't necessarily require too much brain power. Coloring has definitely become one of my most, what's the word I'm looking for? One of my most picked up hobbies. I color a few pages every single week. This is the Cozy and Cute Bold and Easy coloring book. This has been my go-to coloring book for the last couple of weeks. I talked about this book in one of my previous vlogs, but I think this is a nice coloring book for like between fall and winter, because a lot of the pages are fall and winter themed. That's literally why I said it's good for the fall and winter. I think it's just a nice coloring book to have for this season. So yeah, and it's Bry. I always say Bry for some reason, but it's by the brand Coco Wyo, and I picked this up off of Amazon a while ago. I just love a good cozy coloring session, so I found this really cute Halloween themed pajama set, and I really love these simple and bold coloring books. I say this in like every single vlog that I post about like coloring, but I really love these bold and simple coloring pages, because I'm not the type of person who can sit and color an extremely detailed coloring page. So these really simple and bold ones are perfect for just like when you want to spend a couple of minutes doing a cozy little hobbies. Earlier I said I'm like a huge scaredy cat. Alright, so I figured we could have like a little cozy little chat. If you don't want to hear me yap, go ahead and skip to whatever point in the video. But Halloween has never been my favorite holiday. As a scaredy cat, Halloween and me just don't vibe. We don't really get along that well. I love the dressing up aspect of Halloween, but you will never catch me in like a haunted house sort of situation. If you see me at a haunted house, somebody has held me hostage and you need to call 911. But yeah, I've always been like a certified scaredy cat, even growing up. I think the movie that I looked forward to the most while growing up was Scary Godmother. That right there is like a childhood Halloween staple in my life because it's not scary at all. I love a Halloween themed movie that's not scary. But growing up, I watched a lot of Food Network, and I watched a lot of Food Network because I realized at a very young age that Food Network back then was one of the only channels that did not air like scary movie previews or trailers. That's just like a really random fun fact. I don't even know how I discovered that. So this year I started I'll say this month. This month I really started reading a lot. I don't know what kind of happened. I always kind of read here and there, not too serious, but I don't know, this month like I feel like I'm just like reading a lot and I'm wanting to read a lot now. I don't know, something just kind of like snapped on in my head and was like, you know what, I want to read more. Definitely something I've been doing a lot of lately. Here is the book I just finished. So the book that I just finished like literally yesterday is There's Pumpkin About You. I bought this book I think I bought this book last week, and I finished reading it in a day and a half. I started it at work and then I finished it like on a random night. But yeah, There's Pumpkin About You. This really could have been a really fun fall read. I feel like I was just a little bit disappointed with this book because coming from the book that I read before this one, Ride With Me, and then coming to this one, my expectations were too high, and that's something that I need to be more aware of, is to not put my expectations on the moon. I need to be realistic going into every single book because every book is not going to be the same. This book had potential. This book had potential, I'll say. It started off really strong, but then halfway through the book I realized something's not right. Something is amiss. This cannot be real life. I think this is my first book that has autistic representation in it, in the form of like a main character. There were some things in the book that just did not make sense. Yeah, I'm trying my best not to spoil this book. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing. I'm not gonna say it's the worst thing I've ever read, but I just think there was so much wasted potential in this book, and yeah, I don't want to spoil it and be like, oh my god, don't read this book, because I feel like everybody should like read whatever they want, because you know the next person may actually enjoy this book. But for me personally, I'm gonna have to give this book like a 2 stars out of 5, like a 2 out of 5. I'm surprised I did not DNF it, but if I'm halfway through a book, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it. I think I enjoyed the Pumpkin Spice Cafe just a little bit more than this, and that's saying a lot because I have thoughts about the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Like, I'm really new to my reading journey, like in this way, I'll say. Like, I've always read, obviously, but I feel like now it feels a little different because I don't know, maybe I have like more time to sit down and read now. So far I've really been enjoying most of the books that I've been reading, and I really need to go to the bookstore and grab some more books. We're not gonna do that in this video. Probably my next video will be like a little bookstore vlog because I have one more book to read. I'm going off on a tangent about reading, and it's not even Halloween related, but that's okay because this is just like a Halloween hobby night. It doesn't have to necessarily be a Halloween hobby, but right now I am currently reading. Ugh. What the freak did I put my, oh, it's on the floor. So right now I'm reading The Love Hypothesis. This is my little star bookmark. So yeah, this is the book that I'm currently reading, and yeah, this is the last book on my bookshelf that I have not read. Like, this is it. At first I really didn't understand why people had such a large collection of unread books, but now I can understand, because when you run out of books to read, you're out. That's it. Like, that's it, go back to the bookstore and buy some more. But now I kind of feel like stocking up on a handful of books at a time won't necessarily be a bad thing, especially in my case, because I can't drive an hour and a half every single day to run to the bookstore. Like, that's the nearest bookstore. So maybe I should buy more books when I have the opportunity, but that'll be for another vlog. And while we're on the topic of books, I picked up this book lovers journal. It says I'm booked all week, and I got this from TJ Maxx for $5.99, and it's a book lovers journal. You rate and review the books that you've read and create a wish list for future reading. First of all, I love that. Number two, this is exactly what I was looking for. I think I posted a video or something, a TikTok or something, where I said that I wanted to create like a physical reading journal or a diary, and instead of having to like go out and buy like a blank journal and do all of that myself, I stumbled upon this little book, and I think this is really convenient. So the first page is a table of contents, and I think that's really clever. And then you have some pages for book review, and it's just like enough space to kind of get your thoughts out and kind of rank it and rate it and review it. And at the back, I think there's room for a wish list. Yeah, you can put your favorite quotes in here as well. And at the back, there's like a wish list. Yeah, I think this is just really cool to have, and something to help me keep track of what I'm reading, and just sort of give me like that physical motivation to continue on reading, because I need that. And I feel like having this, there's no negative to having this. So yeah. And I really like having physical items sometimes. I did download Goodreads. I just downloaded it, and I've been on there just like reading other people's reviews on books and looking for some recommendations here and there. But just having like a physical little diary of all the books that I've been reading, I feel like that'll be like a good motivator to keep me reading. So definitely excited to start putting the books that I've read this past month in here. So in order to get more into the Halloween spirit, I picked up a pumpkin, or a fake pumpkin, and I figured we can do a fun little Halloween pumpkin craft. I've never been fond of the idea of carving an actual pumpkin, and honestly I'm not even fond of carving a fake pumpkin as well. So I figured we would paint this pumpkin and make it into a little craft. So I picked up my fake pumpkin from Walmart, and it's a craft pumpkin. So I'm assuming that you can carve this pumpkin, but I won't be doing that. I just want to do like a cute little design on it, which is why I pulled out my acrylic markers. These are my babies. Anytime I can do a craft with these acrylic markers, I am super excited, because these things work like a charm. I absolutely love them. And look, you guys, I have every single color in the rainbow. Every color I need is in this little bucket. So yeah, I have 72 acrylic markers and a fake pumpkin. So let's see what we can create. Honestly, it's going to be quite simple, because the only thing I can really draw are hearts. So these are the 4 colors that I picked out: white, pink, purple, and blue. I'm not exactly sure what vibe I'm going for here, but we'll see. I said, the only thing I can honestly doodle freehand is hearts. So can you guys even see the hearts? I have purple, pink, and blue. The pink is kind of hard to see, but and I added some like little white dots. Really simple. You guys may or may not know this, but I have a massive sweet tooth. In honor of my sweet tooth, I even have a dentist appointment scheduled for next week to work on my 2nd root canal, but that's neither here nor there. So I figured this not so spooky Halloween night could not be complete without a fun treat. So I bought a box of brownies, and we're gonna make them together. So my oven is preheating, and I have these Betty Crocker Supreme Frosted Brownie Mix. my God, I'm making a mess. Alright, so obviously we have our snack. I have my little brownie here. This was my first time baking brownies in that little brownie tray or baking pan, and they came out surprisingly well. I don't know why I never baked them in that pan before, but I really wanted to do this because I really like the edges of the brownies, and I decorated them with these little Halloween themed or graveyard sprinkles, and yeah, I really like how they came out. And I have my popcorn here, and I used my popcorn machine to make me a batch of popcorn. So now that we have our snacks, I figured now would be a good time to watch Coraline. I don't even know what streaming service has Coraline. Does any streaming services have Coraline? I hope it's one that I pay for. I don't want to have to pay for a new one. Let's see. Hello? Okay, so I found Coraline, and honestly, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little scared. You're probably like, girl, Coraline is not a scary movie, but to me it is. Coraline is 100% a scary movie to me. I guess I'm gonna sit here and watch it, and hopefully I'm able to sleep tonight. If I can't sleep tonight, I'm gonna blame you guys. I'm gonna 100% blame you guys if I cannot sleep tonight. So this has been like a really fun and cozy way to spend my Halloween. Not really traditional. I am not a scary thrill-seeking person at all. I don't like frights. I don't like scary. I don't like thrillers. I don't like the creepy crawlies. I don't like any of it. So spending the night doing some really cozy activities that are dear to my heart and watching like a scary adjacent movie, I feel like that is the perfect way to spend Halloween for me. I wish I could have dressed up, but oh well. If I don't do like an outro at the end of this video, please don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know how you're spending your Halloween. I don't like this already. I don't like this.
color the body looked up, you see a sky face. Surprised she let you move in. My grandma, she owns the pink pattern. Well, great to meet a Michigan water witch. But I'd wear gloves next time.
Why?
Because that dowsing